So none of these guys are actually real. This is called a clone effect. So I've been using the clone effect quite a lot on my social media posts and they're done pretty well. And I've had a lot of people ask me how I do it. So I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna break this video up into 3 sections: preparation, execution, and packaging. So let's go over preparation. The only thing you truly need is a tripod and your camera. Camera could be your DSLR, your Pocket 3, or in most cases, your phone. Now, can you do this effect without a tripod? Maybe, but you definitely cannot do it if somebody else is holding your phone. You see those micro adjustments? They play a huge part when it comes to the editing, and it will look sloppy. So either use a tripod or have your phone propped up against something. Now, location, you really want to be in a place where there is little to no movement going on. And that could be in the form of people walking, cars, or even the clouds moving. I've seen this executed really poorly by a couple of people, and it just didn't look clean. Like I just did not want to finish watching the video. And the reason being is because somebody walked by and they just disappeared. Part of this effect looking really cool is that it just looks real and it looks like there's 2 of you. Now, execution is the easiest part out of this entire thing. You find where you want to do this, you set up your tripod, and you press record. Do what you need to in segment A, and then do what you need to in segment B. That could be in the form of talking to each other, or having a script ready, or even just it being to use with B-roll. But the most important thing is do not move the tripod. The moment you move the tripod, this is not going to work. You have to keep it still. And that could even mean just pressing record and just letting it run. Even when you move from point A to point B, or whether you're going to change your outfits, just let it run. Now let's get into the packaging, which is the edit. So now put the file on your laptop, open up your video editing software. In this case, I'm using CapCut, and it's super simple. I'm going to show you 2 versions. I'm going to show you a simple version, and I'll show you a more complicated version. And then I'll also show you a troubleshoot if you have an issue with something moving, how to get rid of it. So it's fairly simple. Pull your file into the timeline, find where you want position A to be, find where you want position B to be, and then if you notice, I didn't move the camera, I just moved into segment B. Find the second position, delete off any unnecessary parts, just confirm that you have the starting point correct. Now what I'm going to do is pull one of the files over the other. I'm going to pull it so that both the total times of the video are the same. And then all you're going to do is you're going to use this tool right here, mask. You're going to add in a mask, and we're going to use the split tool, right? That's going to mask one side of your video. You're going to twist it so that both are visible, right? Now, instead of just using the mask, I'd love for you to actually understand what the mask tool is. So if we hide one side, essentially you're making the video half visible, and because it's on top of the other one, it shows up like this. However, the line is incredibly harsh, and in some cases worse than this. So this is where the magic happens. We want to use the feather tool, and we want to pull the feather high. Now, it's going to be different for different situations and scenarios and the severity of it, but I'm just going to pull it up to 15. Now, I'll show you what the feather tool does, again, just to teach you and so you have a better understanding. The feather is basically lightening the edge. That's all. It's lightening the edge. All right? If you notice, you can see I'm fading. Now, once we have that at a comfortable, healthy amount, what you'll notice is now the cloud is blood in the middle. So now, or even any type of harsh line is blood. So now all you got is position A, me in position A, me in position B. If you notice, somebody walked in the way, so we're definitely not going to use that segment. We're going to change this part. And if you noticed, I didn't care when he walked in front, because at the end of the day, I'm in a walkway. And that's what matters more. People are allowed to walk in front of your camera, just shake it off and keep it moving. So if you look, there you have it. You have me in position A, you have me in position B. All right, this is a simple one. There's very little to no movement in the background. The only thing moving is the clouds. But this is only a 10-second clip. So if you look at the cloud, it just literally looks smooth. Okay, so that is version A. I'm going to show you now, if there's something moving in the background, hypothetically being a tree or something, I'm going to use this as an example. So pull position A in, pull position B in again. Let's do the mask tool. We're gonna mask. We're gonna basically, I'm speed editing just to get to the position that I want to show you guys. Yeah, speed editing, but made a mistake. Oh, I edited this one. Oh, there you go. There you go. If you mask it and you feel as though there's a mistake or something's going on, like where is it? It could be that you masked the layer underneath. All you got to do is just flip it over. That's it. So let's see if we got the correct side masked. We don't. Okay. So if you notice, my leg is covered. I didn't go over enough. So feather wouldn't fix that. All right. So what we're going to do in this case is the video that is on the left hand side. We're just going to move this out the way just to make things easier. We're going to pull it to the left more. We're going to pull that back. We're going to put the mask tool in the middle. Now, if you notice the back, the house is not lined up now. Oftentimes you can manipulate it so it looks like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to do something different. Now, person A, we're going to feather it just to make it look a lot more smooth. Now, if you notice at this segment here, it looks pretty smooth, right? We're going to pull it into the middle, but the back looks odd to some degree. There could be a line. In this case, it looks okay, but some cases it will be kind of messed up. So here's what you do. You pull the file in again, pull it over the top, you line it up so it's together. Pay attention now. You're going to mask again, but what we're going to mask this time is the top. Okay? So in this case, I moved it to the left. So we're going to move this to the left too. I'm going to line it up. There you go. This is a bit of a, not the best example, but yeah, you could literally mask the top. For example, I did one where there was a tree, the tree was moving, and because I masked in the middle, it just didn't look that good. So I added in again, and I masked the top. So that was one file in itself, person A, person B, that was in itself, okay? So that is version B if you need to mask a top or a bottom, okay? Just to kind of keep it more fluid. Okay, so last but not least, we got a more complicated mask where you want more than one person inside the file or the scene, and some of the positions may be slightly complicated. So what you're going to do is you're going to record, 5 to 10 seconds of the scene completely empty, just like this. All right, we're going to add in the first one, and what we're going to do is we're going to mask it again, super simple, just exactly how we were doing prior. Make sure you're masking the right one again with the split, and in some cases some are going to be split, and in some cases we're going to use the mask tool. Okay, so we got person 1, super simple. Person 2 is going to be coming in now too, and he's sat right there. So let's mask it. So what we're going to do is if we add in a mask and we use the split tool, what's going to happen now is the person A that was in there is also going to be missing, right? So instead, we use the pen tool. So what you want to do is you want to zoom in and simply draw around the subject. I'm going to keep it nice and rough. And now, if you look, he's masked in. We're going to keep that mask just like that. We're going to add in the next person, which is me by the pool table, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to mask, we're going to do the pen tool. We're going to just go around the subject. This is me doing it super rough, and in some cases you want to keep it nice and intricate, okay? So person 4 is over here. We're going to add in that mask tool again for person 4. We're going to go around him. Bang. And then the last one is me right there inside the little booth. Again, little mask tool. We're going to go around. See, this mask tool is unbelievably powerful, and I use it to mask, actually made a video on this on how to put text behind you as a person. And oftentimes you have to use the mask tool for that. If the AI isn't working to background remove, you use the mask. So I teach people how to do that. So there you go. There you have it. Let's look at the scene now. Now, the reason why we record the empty scene first is if I get rid of it, look what happens. All right. Yeah, we can use the one from person A, but you'd rather have an empty palette just in case. So let's watch the entire thing. Yep, that's me just hanging out. He's on his phone, he's on his phone, he's on his phone. They're all on their phones. And there you go. That's scenario number 3 on how to get W's or how to use the clone effect. So I want to see you guys use this. If you do, tag me on Instagram. I'd love to check it out. I'd love to share it. Until the next one, peace.